Hello everyone, my name is CMA. Welcome back to CMA modules. In this video lecture, we will be recording a chapter known as branch accounting. So what I have done is I have prepared a summarized notes related to branch accounts. So these notes will help us for our formats of branch accounts, calculations, what is branch accounts. Let us begin with. So branch, if we uh, just check out what is branch. So it is a head office and branch. We have a head office and that head office is dealing with branch. Okay, so head office will send goods to branch. Head office will send cash for conducting many cash expenses or any expenses. In return, what will happen is a branch will send details of sales done at the respected branch to head office. Any stock available at branch will send that stock to the head office. All these things will be covered here. Okay, head office to branch. Head office is sending goods to branch. Head office is sending cash or expenses, cash for different expenses, any raw material, any cash for any reimbursement of expenses. Such type of things is sent by head office to respected branch. So we'll record those two things in our sums. So goods are sent. Then second thing is cash is given by cash reimbursement. So whatever expenses are conducted by branch will give an expense set. This is my cash expenses. These are my expenses for performing the sales related to this many goods. So what head office will do? Head office will reimburse. Okay. Then we have accounting structure of a branch. So we have domestic branch and we have foreign branch. So what is domestic branch? Domestic branch is nothing but a branch which is situated within the country. Okay, say within India, suppose I have a branch office in Mumbai and head office in Delhi. So that will be regarded as domestic branch. Now, foreign branches, two countries are involved. Head office is in Mumbai and branch is in Singapore. So, foreign country, foreign branch comes into picture. Then we have dependent branch and independent branch. So further classification, domestic branch is further classified as dependent branch and independent branch. Dependent branch is small scale branch and independent branch is large scale branch. Now, small scale branch means a dependent branch means what? We have debtors system, we have stock and debtors, we have final account system. So, debtors system. So, what is debtors system? We have debtors system here. Okay. So, wherein you will be given a format, and based on that format, you have to prepare your sums, stock and debtors, and final account system. Okay. So we have three different types of sums: debtor system sum, stock and debtor sum, and final account system sums. So three different types of sums. Now coming here, I have prepared a format. So if you see, you have a branch account. Okay, branch account is usually a ledger type of account which you are supposed to prepare. So you have opening balance, you have closing balance. Opening balance of stock, debtors, petty cash, furniture, prepaid expenses. Closing balance of creditors, bank loan. Uh, so whatever you have under opening, you will have under closing too. Now suppose if closing balance is not given, you can calculate that. Suppose debtors closing balance is not given. Okay, see here debtors. So whatever, see I'll just remove this yellow part. So see, this is my opening here. Whatever opening will be there, same thing will have closing also. Okay, whatever you have for opening, same thing you will have for closing. So you have stock, debtors, petty cash, furniture, prepaid expenses. Same thing you have for closing. Okay, now this opening is your asset. This opening is for your liability. Okay, this opening is for your liability. Then you have closing. This closing is done. Stock debtors. Same way you can have closing of your liability this side, debit side. Now I have goods sent to branch. Head office is sending goods to branch. Okay. Expenses paid by branch. Expenses are paid by branch. Rental expenses paid by branch. Cash remittance expenses paid by. So ex, I'm a head office. I'm remitting amount to branch. Provision for bad debts. Okay. Now I have sales account. So branch is giving me. Branch has received cash sales. Branch has received debtors. So I am getting that amount, okay, bank amount from branch to head office. So cash sales, cash received from debtors, goods sent to branch. Okay, goods sent to branch account. That is return. Here it was sales. I'm sending goods to branch. Here in this goods are coming from branch. Done. So this part will help us to calculate profit, either branch profit or branch loss. So that will be mostly your balancing figure. Okay. Now here we have certain calculation parts also. So usually the loading percentage will be there for stock. So that how to calculate loading percentage. So loading percentage we calculate with the help of the calculations 100 and 120. So we have HO and branch here. So invoice price and sales price. So what is invoice price? Invoice price is nothing, cost plus profit. Profit is also known as loading. Correct. Profit is also known as loading. And invoice price is cost plus profit. Invoice price is cost plus profit, and profit is also known as loading. So we have 100 plus 20. Goods costing 2 lakhs are sent to branch at cost plus 20%. Goods costing 2 lakhs are sent to branch at cost plus 20%. So it is very simple. You have to take your invoice price. You have to calculate. Formula for invoice price is cost plus profit. So how you will calculate this? So 2 lakh plus 20%. So your invoice price will be 2 lakh 40,000. Now you have next one, goods costing rupees 1 lakh 50 are sent to branch at 30% above cost. So you have 1 lakh 50,000 as your goods costing 1 lakh 50 are sent to branch. Okay, 30% above cost, 30% above cost. So 1 lakh 50,000, 30% above cost. So this is your cost plus 30% on it, 45,000. I'll have 1 lakh 95. 1 lakh 95 is nothing but my invoice price. Okay. So I have invoice price. Even see invoice price, cost price is little bigger term. Otherwise also if I tell you that total cost to manufacture a product is 100 rupees and profit on it is rupees 20. Okay. So my selling price will be 100 plus 20, 120. Okay, so that is my selling price. So 120 rupees will be my selling price. So here also same thing. We are calculating our invoice price. Invoice price is equal to cost plus profit. Okay, invoice price is equal to cost plus profit. So here 2 lakh costing was given to us plus 20% profit percentage. So cost plus profit, 2 lakh plus 20% profit. Then here again 1 lakh 50,000 was given to us. On the top of that we are calculating 30% profit. So 1 lakh 50 plus 30% profit, 45,000. So total 1 lakh 95. Then we have goods costing rupees 4 lakh 20,000 are sent to branch at 20% on invoice price. So goods costing rupees 4 lakh 20,000 are sent to branch at 20% on invoice price. So we have invoice price. Okay, we have invoice price. Invoice price is equal to cost plus profit. So 4 lakh 20,000 is the cost price and sent to branch 20% on invoice price. 20% here is on invoice price, not on cost price. If you see above sum, second sum, 30% is on cost price. Here 20% is on invoice price. Since it was cost price and here also cost was given, so directly I calculated on cost and I added here. But since here it is 4 lakh 20,000 is my cost and a percentage is given to me on invoice price. So 4,20,000 plus 20% on invoice price. Okay, so we have 4,20,000 plus 20% invoice price. So how to calculate, how we'll have to convert this 20% to 20% on invoice price to cost price. Okay, so we have 20 by 80 into 100. So what we'll do is we'll subtract when given on invoice price and we have to calculate cost price, at that time we have to subtract. Okay, so what we do is 100 minus 20, whatever is the percentage that we take. So 20 by 80 into 100. Okay, so that's 25%. Okay, so 25% on cost. So what we'll do is 4,20,000 into 25%. So we'll have 1,05,000. Okay, so 1,05,000 will be our answer. 1,05,000 will be our answer. So 4,20,000 plus 1,05,000 will get total 5,25,000. So this is what this is known as goods costing rupees 4,20,000 are sent to branch at 20% on invoice price. Then we have fourth sum, goods costing rupees 5 lakh sent to branch at 25% on invoice price. Again, I have cost, I have details of cost, and percentage is on invoice price. Okay, percentage is on invoice price. So how to calculate here? How to calculate here? I cannot use invoice price percentage on cost. I'll have to make this invoice price into cost price. So how I'll do this? So 25 divided by 75 into 100. So 25 divided by 75 into 100, I'll get 33.33 percentage. Okay, so what I'll do is 5 lakhs into 33.33 percentage. So that will give me 1,66,650. So that if I add, I'll get 5 lakhs. Okay. So the moral of the what we are doing here is, if invoice price is given, I'm calculating cost price. So how to calculate cost price? Whatever is the invoice price, deduct that invoice price amount from 100. So earlier we deducted 8, we took 80, we deducted 20, 100 minus 20. Here we are taking 25 on invoice price. So 100 minus 25, we have 75. Okay, so fourth point is done. Then we have fifth illustration. Goods costing rupees 4,20,000 are sent to branch at 20% cost. So we have goods costing rupees 4,20,000 are sent to branch at 20% cost. So 4,20,000 is the cost and 20% percentage is also on cost. So 4,20,000 into 20% cost. So 84,000. So my 4,20,000 plus 84,000, I'll have 5,04,000. Okay. So this much part is done. Now what is next? We have to go for illustration. I hope you are comfortable with this lecture. In my next video lecture, I'll take illustrations. Thank you.